Welcome to Salt Lake City, where the mighty Utah student section is ready to turn this place into a cauldron of noise. Rice-Eccles Stadium, home to the Utah Utes. There's just something about the nightcap. After a day of wall-to-wall football, it just seems this is when chaos ensues. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Jacksonville State Gamecocks, taking on the 14th ranked team in the land, the Utah Utes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Gamecocks will kick it away first. Fair catch, called for and made. First down here for the offense. To the ground with the back. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge. The Utes in the hurry up. Wilson to pass. They're working that left side. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
Offenses don't like being in these situations. They don't like having little success on first and second down, because now you know I got to pass the football. I got to air it out. It makes me really predictable. So let's make sure you take care of the football and find those plays you really like.
Quarterback changing the plays at the line. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Fires left. And the pass is intercepted.
Rain games are so annoying for an offense when you want to throw the football and it's coming down and you can't grip it. But I just remember back in Little League football, rain practices were the best, weren't they? You just run and dive as hard as you can into the puddles, see how far you can slide. And the great thing was, Mama had to clean your uniform and not you.
Leaves it with the back. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Touch pass on the jet sweep. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Really good job by the defense, seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It could happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand, safety's got to see that and start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense being ready for that play.
On 3rd down, going up top. Safe completion on the screen. They play that screen nicely. He tried to find his way to the marker, but it'll be 4th down.
All right, we got the completion. We got some yardage. We got some positive yards. Now we're in 4th and manageable. And you dang right, we're going for this puppy. We got our 4th down play ready to roll. We're calling it in.
This is the absolute right call. They're going for it on 4th down. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the 1st down. From that spot on the field, this is the area that we expert commentators call no man's land. So the call makes sense.
You have to go for it. You're in a situation where you're in field goal range for maybe elite kickers, but dude, go for it. You're not going to have anything to lose. Field position will still be okay. You got to go for it in these situations.
And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge game if he could have held on.
Obviously, when you're playing in weather like this, the ball is very slippery and it's hard to catch. The QB threw a bullet that time, and his receiver just could not reel it in.
After the misfire, now on 2nd down. They'll give it to the back. They'll give him 4 on that one. It's 3rd and 6. trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. He's going to take off. And there were some collisions in there, and the D finally stops him short of the marker. The Gamecocks are in the hurry up. On 4th down, trying to find his man. Takes a hit as he releases it and just spiked it right into the ground.
Well, they're unable to come up with that one on 4th down. And I remember this as a player. You practice specific plays on 4th down for those types of situations. And you know all week against the scout team, they've gotten really clean looks, easy to execute against. They didn't get a clean look that time. So you chalk it up to the defense and take note of it next time. You might not run that play again if you're in a similar situation.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on 1st down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good 2nd down.
Wilson will throw. Quickly complete. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
And a big key on that throw to the slot receiver, guys, is putting the ball out in front. The location of the throw is what helped that guy get extra yards after the catch.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Line getting set on 2nd down. Quarterback will audible. The running back has it. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Running back goes in motion. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Flushed out of the pocket. Fires into traffic. Intercepted. And he's still running after the move. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Guys, we'll see what Jacksonville State can get going on 0. You could probably question the decision to pass on a field goal last time, and they came up empty on that previous. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Jacksonville State.
And he finds the end zone again. I tell you what, man, this guy's going to be a force. You look at this offense, they find different ways to get him the football, different ways to use him. 3 times now he's entered the end zone, and not even 2 full games yet. This dude's a playmaker.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. Hawaii came through with a lunch pail hard hat performance, and the end result is an eye-opening road victory. And I guess it's not so much that the Rainbow Warriors won, it's more how they won. 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome, and certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. And he throws another interception, his 3rd of the night. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Well, we know these are slick conditions today in this game. Wide receiver just didn't seem to really get a good grasp on the ball when it hit his hands. Didn't stick right away. There was a bit of a bobble, and because of it, the defense able to come away with the pick.
Jacksonville State has it back, and the Gamecocks will go to work. Quarterback on the move, still looking. Trying to escape and get it himself.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Jacksonville State, 7. Utah, 0.
2nd down here as they go back to work after the break. He's looking to throw. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Makes the catch. It's John. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
That is going to drive this defensive coordinator nuts. A lot of DCs, they focus a ton of energy on how their unit performs on 3rd down and in the red zone. If this defense gives up a couple more 3rd down conversions like that, they're going to be in for a very unpleasant finish session.
Linebackers have such an amazing responsibility. Got to play run, got to play pass. How about this? Seeing the run aggressively, getting downhill, and getting in the backfield and making a tackle for a loss.
They'll try to overcome that last play on 2nd and 15. He's looking to throw. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run.
Man, you cannot coach this to quarterbacks. Hard focus downfield, soft focus around you. As soon as he felt the lane, he was gone. No second guessing at all. That was picture perfect, and he uses his speed to just gash the defense.
And the Gamecocks look to keep this drive humming. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped for no gain, still sitting at the 3-yard line.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Got nothing last time. Now 2nd and goal from the 3. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line. Goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack, lose extra yardage here. Just be smart with the football.
On 3rd and goal, they'll throw it. Getting some heat. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
All right, nice job, defense. Backs against the wall. You did your job setting up 4th down. Just be careful, though, because this is a team that's shown they can fake field goals. Your guys have to be alert.
Splits the uprights. It's good. And that will extend their lead even further. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. Bringing it out. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. They are trailing by 10 here, Jesse, but this is the type of team that seems comfortable in an offensive shootout.
You got to hold serve at this point, right? You got to drive the field, put some more points up on the board. Yeah, they just scored. You can answer that now and keep this thing close.
And I think you're used to that as offense. Like, football is so fast-paced now, and you score so quickly. It's not that big of a deal to get down 10. You keep being you, keep being aggressive.
Caught in the backfield, it's Washington. Brought down at the 26 after a 15-yard pickup. They'll snap it from the 26 on 1st down. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. And the Utes moving quickly to the line. Wilson to pass. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. He rifles one deep to the left. We've made our way to the 2-minute warning, and now they'll try to at least cut a little something off of this lead before the break. The Utes will bring the punt team onto the field. Wants to return it. Slips through the line. Hits him with a stiff arm. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. Guys, we'll see what Jacksonville State can get going on home. Had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
They've got it inside the 30 at the 28. First down. Give to the running back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. He's looking to throw. That's caught. It's Morton. Bust through behind his pad. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line. Good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
The Gamecocks are threatening on 1st and goal. Now on the option. He'll toss it. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. He's looking to throw. Under heat, and he gets rid of it. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
So loud it's rattling your fillings on 3rd and goal. Well, jet sweep pass. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup. Fourth down and goal from the 3. Can the defense get a stop? The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Fourth down and goal from the 3. The playbook is pretty much wide open here. Wants to pass. Buying some time. And they stop the fourth down pass. The defense gets off the field.
You know, offensively in that situation, fourth down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
Utah has it back on the offense coming onto the field. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game.
Brings it down on the right side. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. Wilson will throw. He'll take another shot here. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
Oh, and this receiver with his speed, he's a guy you know this QB is going to look for, especially on these deep shots. You just can't overthrow him when he's that wide open. That's a huge missed opportunity.
Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And it's his 4th interception of the night. Didn't get a chance to show off those running skills, but he gives them the ball at the 29-yard line.
I'll tell you, you got to give the defense credit, though, because with these conditions, it's not easy to catch for the offensive players, certainly not for the defense, but great eye-hand coordination securing that interception.
Jacksonville State has it back, and the Gamecocks will go to work. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David, it's sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes,
looking for a deep man. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. He's got his man. So important to convert these 3rd downs, and they get it done. They'll have it at the 42. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. And the Gamecocks will have it 1st and 10. He's going to pass. On the move, he fires. Got his man on the right. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense.
this offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator's calling good plays. The quarterback and his unit is executing. And this defense right now, they have no answers.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Wants to throw on 1st down. Looking to the big tight end. Got him downfield. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
One thing this team has shown early this year, it does not take them long to find their footing. They get off to fast starts. That was critical for them, winning their first game, and you've seen it here in this one too. They show up ready to go. There's no sleepwalking. I think you got to give this coaching staff a ton of credit for putting their players in good positions to have success.
17, Utah 0.
And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17.
Take over 1st and 10.
Just enough time for one final play of the half. Power football with the run. And he's able to get some positive yardage before he's brought down, and that'll bring us to halftime. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Utah 0.
And the Utes will boot it away to start the second half. And he's going to try to return this one. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Guys, we'll see what Jacksonville State can get going on home. Fast motion from the offense. Quick touch pass to the receiver. He's past the 30. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
Going up top on first down. It's complete to the left. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
I'll tell you what, that's great execution between the QB and receiver. They look like they could execute that throw in their sleep. Quarterback took his steps, threw it on time. Great route by the receiver. Nice job securing the catch.
Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. He leaves it with the back. Fighting off the defender. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the second half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
Yeah, run the football. You're ahead. You can be a little bit more conservative. But again, this opens up the pass. This keeps everything in balance for this offense.
Feeling some heat. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell.
Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. They go to the ground. Bowls his way forward. And he used that big, powerful, stiff arm to extend the play and pick up a few extra yards.
And as an offensive coordinator, you don't need the perfect play with this guy as your running back. He's going to make the play perfect for you because he makes everybody miss. Spin moves, hurdles, stiff arms, speed, whatever it takes to move the sticks and score touchdowns.
3rd and short coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. And the missed connection on 3rd down.
Well, on 3rd and short in field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
Just 1 for 3 on 4th down today, but they'll try to move those chains with this play. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Gets drilled as he releases it, and the ball just trickles to the ground.
Great coverage on that 4th down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. The Utes want to pick up the tempo. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. Wilson to pass. He turns that loose down the right side.
Bad news on that play, it's an incompletion. The good news is the quarterback knew if his guy wasn't going to catch it, nobody was, with that ball landing out of bounds.
Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Looking deep. And he makes the catch inside the 20. Touchdown, Utes! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there a difficult guy to stop now through this defense moving forward.
And the returner will be brought down. Jacksonville State has it back, and the Gamecocks will go to work. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
And those are frustrating because you think you might get points, and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. Fires to the right. That is just a sideline clinic. Throw, catch, toe drag, everything you want.
There's a great example of the offensive coordinator and quarterback being on the exact same page. The coordinator's anticipating man coverage. The quarterback recognizes it, and immediately he knows which receiver to go to attack this defense.
Pre-snap motion quarterback trying to get a read. This guy can throw it. Blasted as he lets it go. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
And after the incompletion on 1st down, this offense looking at 2nd down. Looking for room at the 40. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
You know, you start day 1 of training camp running your base runs. You need a few yards, you run these plays. You need a 1st down, you run these plays. You rep them over and over and over again. They're not sexy, they're not pretty, but in the end, they're effective, and they get you that new set of downs when you need them.
Past the 45. Can anyone catch him? And he's going to take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
Man, oh man, when you got a weapon like that, you got to find him, and you got to give him the ball in space. You have some plays on your play sheet, and some of them just say, that guy, get him the ball, let him do the rest. Dangerous weapon out of the backfield, catching the football, making the big play.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll call for the fair catch here. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so it puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. And the Utes want to move quickly. Quarterback checking the play. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He fires one deep down the right side. And that is his 5th interception, a nightmare he is not waking up from.
Well, obviously it's raining here in this game, and the ball's slippery. I don't know if that slipped out of the QB's hands a little bit, but it certainly wasn't an accurate throw, and as a result, it ends up in an interception.
Guys, we'll see what Jacksonville State can get going on O. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Going for the big play. Makes the grab down the left side. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as they gets him down at the 37. Fresh set of downs after the completion. They'll throw it on 1st down. He tries to take the top off. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Well, the offense is in that fringe area. This is a place where a lot of coordinators like to take shots. They tried one there, just weren't able to come up with it.
After misfiring, it's 2nd down. Now they'll run the draw. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And they sniff that draw out. With a draw unit, you really have to sell that pass like you're going to throw the ball down the field. But the defensive line, the defense was not biting it. You could tell they were ready for it. Came, got on the running back, got him on the ground quick, fast, and in a hurry.
A 3rd and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws for the tight end. Into double coverage, and they made him pay. It's intercepted. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And that's just excellent coverage. Nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board. You still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it in the tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
Running back searching for a hole. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter. With the score, Jacksonville State 24, Utah 7.
2nd down now as they're ready to go back to work. Wilson will throw. He lobs one high down the left side. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading.
Going deep. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Well, they take a shot down the field. It's another incompletion. It's really been that kind of story. This defense has made this guy earn it every single play. Really small windows to throw into. One touchdown pass. That's a little bit surprising. You thought maybe they'd have more in this game.
Going back to the well, another deep ball. And he throws yet another interception. Does he know which colored jerseys they're wearing? And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's fourth down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
They finally get him on the ground, but the big running play moves to change for the first down.
Well, that's called paying off good field position. You've got the lead here late in the game. You've got the ball back. You're on your opponent's side of the 50, and on your very first play, you break off a long run. This defense right now is playing on their heels late.
Quickly complete. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. The Gamecocks have it in scoring position on first and goal. Wide receiver coming across in motion. They'll run it on first and goal. Not much room. He gets one down to the 7. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick its way to the end zone. He works his way ever closer, all the way down to the 1-yard line.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on third here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone.
Touchdown, Jacksonville State. And the beatdown has ensued.
After that amazing performance in week 1, this offense wasn't content. They felt like they left some plays out on the field, even though they were able to get that win. I feel like they've taken another step. They've raised their intensity level. They've raised their execution. This team is going to be a contender this year. You can just feel it.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Utah has it back, and the offense coming onto the field. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
Ran to that daylight to pick up 6 to the 22. The Utes come to the line in the hurry-up. Wilson to pass. Throws to the wideout. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete. They'll need to convert this third down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the catch down the right side. Got a lot of running room. Touchdown, Utah! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
I'm a play caller nowadays, man. I want more guys like this. Just versatility. You can see he can catch it out of the backfield like a wide receiver, or he can run it. Nice job catching the football with his hands, using his speed to do the rest and get into the end zone.
And they're able to get him on the ground.
Well, every coordinator has a couple of two-point plays in his back pocket. They dialed one up there. They didn't get it. Let's see how that affects the outcome of this one.
The deficit is huge, this one is all, but over there, they'll keep trying and line up for the onside kick. They were ready for the onside kick and executed. Oh, it's a fumble. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. Snap it to the back. Got the first down and more. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. Now on first down from the 40.
Well, it's a good time to mix in the run play. You're down, it's late in the fourth quarter right now, and everyone's expecting you to throw, so not a lot of defenders in the box. So that's a great situation to try to run the ball.
Throws toward the end zone. falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. Second down coming.
You know, it's one thing to take shots early in a game when the defense may not be expecting it, but at this point, fourth quarter, you're trailing by a lot. They know you're going to do it, and the defense was expecting that one. Great job in the back end.
Pulls and fires complete to the right. Fights off a defender. And that defense doesn't allow a cutback, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here.
I don't love the play call at this juncture in the game. You're down. You've got to take shots. The defense is not going to be blitzing, so these screens probably aren't going to work.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Wide out in motion. They're throwing for it on fourth down. Going for the big play. What a catch and what a throw along the sideline. Just sinks it in there. A little Barishnikov with the toe tap.
First and goal, Utah.
Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Wilson will throw. He caught it. Takes it to the house. Touchdown, Utes.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing, to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. They are running out of time here. They need to get the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done. Jacksonville State has it back, and the Gamecocks will go to work. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. On the move at the 30. Oh, he spun away like a vapor.
I'll tell you, the defense is going to have to do a much better job containing these outside run plays. They better be able to funnel the football back to the middle of the field, because this guy with his speed can kill you like he did on that outside run play there to the left.
And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
I know the passing game sells, the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. This crowd knows when to bring it. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. They get to him as he throws. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down.
I'll tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. Third and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock them up man-to-man, everybody on an island, everybody won. They get the incompletion, now setting up fourth.
They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on down.
And I tell you what, you see this a lot. Fourth down, I'm putting pressure on the quarterback. The defense brings the blitz. They have no answer. Nice job being aggressive on a big fourth down.
Quarterback checking off. Wilson to pass. Fires to the big fella. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running.
And that's a first down.
Wide receiver now comes in motion. Direct snap. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9. And the Utes want to crank the tempo. Dialing up a 2nd down pass play. Fires to the wideout. Fires it incomplete.
It's now 3rd down.
Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Shoots it to the left. The completion well past the sticks. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily. The offense gets a quick timeout. At this point, every second is precious. The Utes come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to move it through the air. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. He'll throw it. Finds his man. It's Washington. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down.
And that is another first down for the offense.
He wants to throw. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for 2nd down. Wilson will throw. Quarterback now breaking the field. He'll take a shot. And it's grabbed for the late touchdown. And how about this? It's not over yet.
And listen, still a ways to go, but great job by this offense getting you back in the ball game. Now, we got a one-possession game. We got our score. We did what we're supposed to do. Now, how do we get this stop? Now, the defense has to come up big and give me the rock back.
And he did make that extra point. No issue with the treacherous footing. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time, when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground, and most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
It's one thing to execute early in the game. Tight ball game, right at the end, you need the clutch plays. These guys deliver.
And you can't teach that gene. You have people that can focus in the moment or they can't. Great job by the team.